What is going on, you guys? Ninja here, and today I have for you guys going to be a very underrated but also very overpowered class setup video in Black Ops 3. I love making videos that help you guys better yourself in Black Ops 3, and I think this video can help you guys out a lot. Now, the Icr recently got a buff in Black Ops 3, and it just melts from a super long distance. And I've also realized from a close distance, it can actually get kills a lot faster than it used to be. Now, also in this video, you guys, I'm going to be doing a quick little giveaway. If you guys want to enter the giveaway, it's going to be for a nuked out. If you guys are having troubles with free-for-all nuked out, stuff like that, obviously a lot of people want that on their account because it's probably like the highest achieved achievement on their account. If you guys want a free nuked out, all you guys have to do is like the video and also drop a comment down in the comment section below, and I'll be randomly picking anyone that comments anything down in the comments. Anything that you guys comment, I will be picking one of those people in the next couple days here, and I will be responding to you guys in your YouTube messages. So make sure you guys are checking your YouTube messages, because if you don't respond, then I'm gonna have to go on to another person and then just pick another person. So if you guys want a free nuked out on your account, make sure you guys do those 2 steps, and then you guys can probably win and maybe get yourself a free nuked out on the account. But you guys, in today's video, like I said before, I want to help you guys better yourself in Black Ops 3, and that is obviously going with the best weapons in Black Ops 3. And like I said before, I think the Icr-1 is one of the best ARs in Black Ops 3. Now in this video, I really want to cover the best class setup with a casual player, and also a best class setup with a really try-hard player like myself. So the first thing that I want to cover is the attachments. Now I think the attachments overall should be the same for every single person that's watching this video. Elo sight, rapid fire, long barrel, and also fast mags. The reason I use Elo is just because the regular iron sights I don't really like. Also, I feel like Elo can almost make you aim in sights a little bit quicker, so that's where I really like Elo sight. Also rapid fire, because this weapon obviously has very low damage, and it has just a really slow fire rate at the same time. So I really think that the rapid fire can help you out as far as increasing the damage, because obviously if you can shoot weapons faster, you can get more bullets into the enemies faster, so that obviously is increasing the damage. So I'd obviously recommend rapid fire, because obviously that's just really much needed on this weapon. Also, I'd recommend long barrel, because on longer maps, stuff like that. Obviously you guys are watching this gameplay in the background from Stronghold. This is a nuclear gameplay, and also I have another gameplay right after this with this weapon. I wanted to really showcase this weapon in the best way, that is obviously getting a nuclear and just showing you guys some really good gameplay, and that is where I'm using this exact same class setup in this video. So guys, trust me, I know what works the best for this weapon. I've tried a lot of different playstyles, a lot of different class setups, and this is obviously the best one that worked for me. So like I said before, rapid fire very much needed on this weapon. Long barrel very much needed. It's not really needed. You can maybe swap it off for stock if you like stock, but I've noticed that stock really isn't that big on the Icr, you could say. When I noticed without stock, with stock, you can kind of ADS a little bit faster, but it's not a huge difference. So I don't really think that stock's super needed. But if you don't really like long barrel, you don't really think that you play on longer maps and stuff like that, if it's a Nuketown 24/7 playlist, then maybe fine, you can use stock. But honestly, long barrel is really key as far as for long distances. And also if you're you're combining long barrel with also then rapid fire, it does super good, because obviously from a far distance you can melt someone with obviously getting super low recoil and everything like that. Obviously this weapon literally has no recoil, so guys, take my word when I say all of these attachments. Also, I'd recommend fast mags, because obviously I don't really think extended mags is needed on this weapon, because I feel if you're a player that plays TDM, stuff like that, it's really not you're having a lot of enemies, you're gonna kill a lot of enemies. This weapon actually has a pretty fast reload speed when you have fast mags on it, so that's where I really don't think extended mags really much needed. A lot of people in my stream were saying that fast mag and extended mags are really good with each other, and I was thinking to myself, that's really not needed, because you have 42 bullets to a clip when you have extended mag, and also if you have fast mag, you have 30, so that just increases it by 12 bullets. And if you have fast mags, this weapon actually reloads very quickly, so I think fast mags is just better, because obviously I don't think it's needed to put 2 attachments on with extended and also fast mag, especially if you're playing a game mode like TDM, stuff that's really not that fast paced. Now I could see maybe if you're spawn trapping, domination, something like that, then I could see where extended mag and also fast mag come in, but it's really not much needed if you're playing solo, couple buddies, stuff like that. TDM, your casual player, it's really not needed unless you're maybe spawn trapping, stuff like that. So the guys, that is pretty much all of the attachments. Those are the best attachments that I can give you guys on this weapon. Trust me, I have tried so many different things, and this has obviously worked the best for me. Like I said before, if you guys want more best class setup videos, make sure you guys let me know down in the comments. That could also count as a comment. I'm really curious to see if you guys want more best class setup videos, because a lot of people in my live streams are always what's your best class setup video with this. What's your best class out of it with like the M8 stuff like that, and it's really hard for me to always be like, yo, it's this, because it's like I want to explain it a little bit like more in depth, but it's just like I'm not gonna explain a super far in depth video in like obviously like in a live stream and stuff. So if you guys always want more best class setup videos, I think I can obviously give you guys a lot of good class setup videos, because obviously when I make these class setup videos, I really want to show you guys a good gameplay in the background like you guys are watching today. Like the thing that I always question when people make best class setup videos, like half the time the people aren't even good at Black Ops 3, and like their gameplay in the background with the class is just like them dying 2 times, getting a kill, dying 2 times, and it's just like you're really not showcasing that class setup too good if you're dying a lot, you know? So obviously I like to showcase this class setup in the best possible way with either a nuclear or just a really good gameplay. And obviously, like I said before, in this whole gameplay that you guys are going to be watching is a nuclear, and then another gameplay on Redwood is like a very good gameplay. So that is why I really want to make more best class videos, because I really think I can help out a lot of people just because I'm really good at the game, and also I feel like I can make some pretty good class setups. So I just wanted to address that right in the middle of this video, just so if you guys want more best class setup videos, if this video does really well with likes, comments, stuff like that, I'll make sure that I do more of these in the future. So that is covering all of the attachments for the Icr-1. Now going into the secondaries, I really don't use secondaries too often, but I felt that the RK5 was definitely needed. Like I said before, if you don't have extended mags on, you only have 30 bullets to the clip, and also you have fast mags. So sometimes you might run into that situation where you're like, you know, I really need another weapon. So that's where I really think the RK5 can come in, and that's where I said before that I really don't think that the extended mag is really much needed on this weapon, because the fast reload speed with fast mags, it really does help out a lot and stuff like that. So guys, that is the secondaries. That is all the attachments that you guys should always use. And now getting down to the perks. Now this is where it gets a little bit different for the play styles. All right, so the first play style that I want to show you guys is obviously my play style that I was using in this gameplay. This was the perks that I was using all in this gameplay and stuff like that, and then I'll give you guys some other like best perks for like your different play styles and stuff. So for my play style, I think Afterburner addresses me really well. I have a scuff controller. I jump around a lot. Afterburner obviously replenishes your like jumping thrust, like your thrust jumping bar. It helps you obviously just recharge that a little bit quicker. So Afterburner is very nice for me as far as for a player that jumps around a lot. That is obviously myself. Now going into the second perks, I use Scavenger. Obviously this is for just getting nuclears, really high kill streaks, stuff like that, because obviously I don't really want to be picking up weapons, and I just really want to use my personal weapon. So that is why I use Scavenger. Now for the third perk, I use Tac Mask, and that is just for like TDM. I feel like there's a lot of noobs in TDM that throw concussions across the map, so that is really where I think that like Tac Mask can come in very handy. Now for a player that is just casually playing with maybe a couple buddies, maybe like a 1.5 KD, maybe like a 1.25 KD, something around those lines, we're really not like really good at the game, but you know, like you're a casual, like you're a good player, you're an average Call of Duty player. This is where I think the perks can come in a little bit differently. Now for the perk 1, if you don't have like a scuff controller or anything like that, you just have a regular controller and you don't really jump around a lot, I'd recommend Overclock depending upon what specialist you're using. Like if you're using a specialist that can come in pretty handy, like maybe like a combat focus where you could get your score streaks a little bit quicker, or maybe you're using like a kinetic armor to where it could protect you if you're going like a super high like kill streak, that's where I think Overclock could come in very handy. So if you're like really trying to get on like a really high kill streak but you don't really jump around a lot, I'd probably recommend Overclock with like a kinetic, something like that. But like I said before, if you're not really going for like, if you're using a war machine or something like that and you're trying to like get your like, you know, hero gear and stuff, that's where I don't think Overclocked would come in. So I would definitely replace that with Flak Jacket 100%, especially if you're playing Nuketown 24/7 always, because obviously a lot of people are throwing like grenades and all that crazy stuff across the map. So that is where I think that Flak Jacket could come in if you're not going for like, you know, like super high kill streaks and stuff. So Flak Jacket is the perk that I think that you guys should use if you guys are just like a casual player, not really going for a high kill streak, and you guys are using like weird specialist stuff like that. That is like your casual, like, you know, perk 1 that I think you guys should use. So for perk 2, like I said before, I personally would be running Scavenger, but that's just because I'm going for nuclear, super high gun streaks, stuff like that. So it's really not much needed unless you're like a really good player for Scavenger. But if you guys are just that casual player, like I said before, I really want to help you guys out and give you guys the same tips like I would the really good players. So the casual players, the perk that I would recommend in perk 2 would definitely be fast hands. The thing with fast hands is after sprinting, you actually like aim up your weapon a little bit quicker. So that's really vulnerable, especially with like an elo sight. You can obviously get that 1 or 2 bullets in your enemy a little bit quicker. And everyone knows who plays Call of Duty that you've had that moment where you're like, he is so one shot right now. And that's where I really think that fast hands could come in very handy. And that obviously could make the difference in the game. You know, you could be 100 off a hater, you have fast hands, and obviously you put that 1 or 2 extra bullets in the enemy with just because you had fast hands on, and then you could get that hater, which then could lead up to like a nuclear streak or something like that. So that is where I think fast hands could help the casual player out a lot. And like I said before, if you're a really good player, then I would recommend Scav. But if you're just that casual player, I would highly recommend fast hands. Now going into perk 3, there's nothing that I really want to change here. I think Tactical Mask is a very good perk overall, because obviously a lot of people in Call of Duty like to just just throw concussions across the map, or just tacticals in general, shock charges, whatever the case may be, you will just run right through those like without getting stopped in the path. So obviously that's very annoying. Like for me especially, if I don't have tac mask on, I find myself getting concussioned in the middle of the map or whatever, and obviously if you're concussioned, you really can't do too much and you're pretty much just paralyzed right there, and obviously that most of the time will result in you just dying. So that's where I really think tactical mask comes in very clutch, because obviously if you're going for those super high kill streaks, stuff like that, tactical mask is very handy. So guys, that is going to be wrapping up today's best class set video. I would definitely recommend this class. Like they just got a buff on the ICR. This is like a new, you know, like god gun, you could say, a Black Ops 3. I don't really want to call it a god gun, but it's a very overpowered class setup, but also at the same time it's very underrated. I don't think a lot of people really know that the Icr-1 is a very good class. Also, like I said before in the beginning of the commentary, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, so everyone that comments down below and also drops a like on the video, I will be personally messaging on YouTube about a nuked out. So if you guys are wanting a nuked out on your account, make sure you guys comment and also like the video, and I'll be randomly picking that person in the next couple days. Either I can contact him on Twitter if you put your Twitter in the comments, or I'll contact you over the YouTube messages. Whatever the case may be, like I said before, you guys only have to comment down below anything you guys want, and I'll get you guys a free nuked out on your account, which is obviously a very hard challenge. But you guys, that is going to be it for the video. Hope you guys did all enjoy. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like on the video, and if you guys are also new to the channel, make sure you guys do subscribe for more Black Ops 3 videos. That is going to be it. Hope you guys did all enjoy, and peace out, you guys.